What inspires you? What makes you want to get up out of bed in the morning and seize the day? For me, I recently had a bit of a feeling like I've lost my papercrafting mojo, or just kind of looking for some inspiration in the next project to create. That's when I realized I'd like to maybe step outside of papercrafting and take my creativity into a different medium. So my first inspiration came back from a trip to Las Vegas. Last fall, we visited the Bellagio Conservatory, and the spectacular fairy garden display was so beautiful and so inspiring that I actually went back several times just to soak in that beautiful atmosphere, the colors, the vibe, just everything about it. So fast forward to this fall, and I've been really inspired by posts I've been seeing about the fall season coming. Life with Lainey posted a flower pot where she converted it into a little fairy garden, and that kind of gave me a reminiscent feeling back to the Bellagio. And then the third motivation came when I pulled out my Daphne's Diary magazine, and I was just so impressed with all of the beautiful fall images, the pumpkins, the mushrooms, the colors, the other creators in the magazine that are highlighted, and the beautiful ways that they express their creativity, as well as the amazing role that bees play in our society, and the beautiful look of the unbelievable design that comes along with a beehive. All of these things I wanted to incorporate into my own fairy garden. So I have space in our front entranceway to the house where there are 2 flower boxes that are built out of brick right into the stairs leading up to our house. And I thought that I could use those to create my little fairy garden. I collected some rocks that came from our family camp, and I used those as a base. I planted some flowers that came from the Home Depot. You can find these kinds of flowers everywhere. The price for these were $6 per pot. It cost about $20 for the flowers. I did go to Michael's and Canadian Tire to get the other supplies that I needed. I can show you a close-up look and an unboxing of each of the items that I chose to go into my fairy garden. There's the mini decoration, the price of $14.99, and it's a cute little orange bistro set. The fairy with maple leaf wings for $14.99. You can see the US prices there as well if you are in America. And we've got the pumpkin patch, little LED decoration, and I guess it has a little light. Part of it can light up on that one, so I guess maybe that's part of why that one's $14.99. Got this really cute price here, $10 or $7 in the US for this cute little hand-picked farm fresh pumpkin. Another mini decoration fairy with maple leaf wings. This one is standing, and then the price is listed there, same as well. All of these were 50% off, so everything, it was half the price, so it was $7.49 for each of these $14.99 ones. And that's another really cute from there. Then the little houses. So this is also LED. It's a leaf welcome door. In the 70% off clearance, I was able to get these mushrooms. I got 3 like this and 2 like this little one. On the odd thing about the prices was this was $10 and 70% off, and this one that was bigger was $8.99 with 70% off. So for some reason, the smaller one was more expensive than the larger one, but even still, like, it was $3. So that is also going to be used as decoration for my little fairy village. And from Canadian Tire, from their summer line, we have these fairy garden beehive, and they actually are solar powered. And the cost for them was much more expensive. I'm trying to remember exactly what the price was. It came to $100 for all 3 things. This one was a little bit cheaper. The beehive was the most expensive, and it was between $30 and $40. And then this one was between $20 and $30. It is also solar powered. Then we have a wooden gnome kit from Canadian Tire. It was $20, and it comes with a little gnome house, a gnome, a snail, this cute little frog in a hammock, and a fun little table seen there. So now that I have all my supplies, it's time to put them in place outside in the garden and come up with my own design and recreate that special sort of magic that I experienced in the magazine, in the Bellagio. And I came up with this beautiful layout of all of the different items that I've placed specifically, from the mushrooms to the little houses and the little fairies. I even have a garden gnome, and he's sitting there at his table. It's designed all the way around. The interesting thing about this design is that I actually am probably one of the only people that will see it, because it's not really shown on display from the street. Anyone who was passing by wouldn't really necessarily recognize that I've got this cute little fairy garden, but really this project wasn't for anyone else other than me. Even my own kids, I thought they would enjoy seeing it. My daughters did. When I pointed it out to them, they hadn't walked past it. My son had come home and he didn't even notice this beautiful little garden, and he even helped contribute to creating it. He went back and got some compost from the back to feed the flowers, and he helped me to be able to plant the plants there. So it was a fun little project. I went shopping with my daughters to go and pick up some of the supplies, but overall I'm really happy with how the project came together. I think that it most will be on display when we come to Halloween. When the kids come to trick or treat, they'll come to the door, and then it will be on display amongst all of my Halloween decorations. So I thought at least it will get some appreciation potentially, and that's why I thought I would share it with all of you, because it's outside of the realm of the normal things that I post. But I think it's time to expand and showcase more things. If you're interested in seeing other stuff that I have created from Daphne's diary, they have mostly been papercrafting projects. I've made banners from and projects from the magazine. I've also done some junk journals, and I will leave a link for you here so you can go and look at those playlists and watch my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.